Hey, welcome to Our American Travel. In this episode, we're going to talk about Lake Poinsett State Park, which is just south of Harrisburg, Arkansas, about 20-something miles south of Jonesboro. We had a great time. There's just a lot of things to do at Lake Poinsett. We're going to go over some of those as we go through it. So, what do you have to say about that?
I just felt like it was very relaxing, and we just enjoyed being out in nature and not doing a lot.
Yeah, it was just quiet and peaceful mostly.
Yes,
you could fish
yes.
if you wanted to. We didn't.
Yeah, we did take a little hike.
We took a little hike. Could have taken another one, but
Yeah,
we
just kind of rested.
we chose to rest. But hope you will visit Lake Poinsett State Park, and hope you
It's a
enjoy.
nice little park.
Thanks. Here we are, coming into Lake Poinsett State Park. Why did I change my voice? I don't know. I just did. This is the visitor center up here on the right. It says campers register at the visitor center, and it's right in there. Can't really see it all that well, but it's to our right. Camping is to the left. We're going to drive down here maybe and see where the kind of the boat launch is. Over to the right is the, and you can't really see it, I said it too late, is the dump station, and all the campsites here, we'll talk about it in a minute, but all the campsites here are just water and electric. I think there's some, maybe 4 or 5 of them are 50 amp, the rest of them are 30 amp.
Playground coming up.
And on the left, you can't hardly see it, so I'm going to kind of pull in there so you can see it a little better. Is a playground. So it's a pretty nice playground here. So it's kind of off to the left here, and then they have 2 trails here. One of them we kind of went on, and the other one is right next to the campground. One of the trails is just off to the left from where we are right now. I can't really see it, but I'll pull in there as well and let you see that. So if I kind of pull to the left, it's the Blue Heron.
The Great Blue Heron.
I'm sorry, that's just a most gross error on my part. You might not be able to read it from this far away, but it's the Great Blue Heron. Kind of goes along the lake and then back and kind of around by the campground. So it's about a 1.1 mile trail, and they have the other one's about I think
Silver
it's about
poplar or something like that.
No, it's like the
Silver.
pole something trail or something.
We'll put it up here.
Anyway, we'll put it in the show notes. You'll see some video of that maybe as well. So we walked that trail, and we walked the other one as well.
There's picnic areas over here.
Yeah, and over to our right, which I'm just driving through all this, is there's some little picnic areas
Plus one
with
across.
three or four
No.
tables.
Hiking trails. That must be part of the Blue Heron.
I think that's how you get to the other.
Okay.
It connects. Remember he said if you go down that way,
Yeah, we
it
went on the other
connects.
trail this morning.
So we went on that trail. We just didn't come down to this point. There's a little, another little trailhead here for it, I guess is the way I would put it. And then they had a little interpretive program for the hike, and then they're supposed to have one for fishing. And we came down here, and maybe we were at the wrong place, or maybe something came up, and the park ranger, superintendent, whoever was doing it, the interpreter, didn't make it down here. At least we didn't see him.
He's the supervisor.
Yeah, superintendent. He's
Okay,
the
so
head-
there's people fishing.
the head ranger out here. And so off to the left here, you'll see them as we kind of turn around. There are some people fishing off a little bar there, and that looks like a pretty good little place because it's got a little kind of a cove back in there. And so
And this is where you would put your boats in. Earlier,
Yeah.
there were quite a few boats in there.
that was kind of a small launch. There was up here in this little parking area. There were about 4 off to the right up here in this parking area where these cars are. There were about 4 boats parked there. So anyway, that's a part of Lake Poinsett State Park, and we're going to go and show you the campground here in just a second. Here we are, kind of back to where the visitor center is over to the left.
Bait shop.
They have a little bait shop. I guess you go into the visitor center and they come over and we'll sell you some bait. They also have some firewood and have ice, and they have a little vending area there, and there's a few things in the visitor center. You know, so this is kind of the direction to the campground. There's a kind of a big, it's really kind of an indoor
Pavilion.
Yeah, it's an indoor pavilion. So it's you know, there's windows on it, and it's air conditioned. So
Nice to rent for events.
yeah, so it could be used for some kind of event, family reunion or something, or who knows. It's for use by reservation only. It's called a pavilion, I guess. A little parking here for it, and then it just kind of winds around. This is kind of the outer edge of the state park, up to the camping area here. Kind of a little bit of a steep hill that we're going to go down and up. Not, you know, it's not a very big hill, but since we went up that grade going to Pettigene, I have more respect for any hill now. So there's some primitive camping to our right that we just missed. There's about 4 or 5 sites down there, just you want to camp without any utilities or whatever. And then we're going to turn in to the right here, and there's like, what is there, like 20 something campsites?
I should probably see. This says 20.
That says 26, and that's the last one.
So I guess there's 26.
There's 26 campsites. So on the left is one.
It's number 2.
Well, some one's up there.
Oh, okay.
This is 2. That's one.
Okay.
2, and then so it goes down on the left side and loops around and comes back. So I guess you're going clockwise, I guess, in terms of numbering.
Seems like there are more people than there were earlier.
I don't know. I don't think there was this many open. I don't know. Maybe there is. There may have been some people check in today. This is Sunday, Labor Day weekend, and so some people may have checked in. Most of these sites are from 30 to 40 feet. So they're, the one we have says 50, but that's,
Let's push it.
No, it's about 50 feet because our vehicle and our 30-foot trailer fit in there, so that's 45 plus 5. That's about 50 feet. And then this is a 50 amp. They have like 4, I think, that are 50 amp, and so you can see, they're not sold out on the Labor Day weekend, but I'd say they're at 70-80%. And then we're kind of coming upon the bathhouses to the right, which I just missed. You may have seen it, and
if you want internet and don't have it, you need to camp close to the bathhouse, because they do have a little.
They have a little Wi-Fi that's pretty good, close to the bathhouse, further away. And now we're going down this little loop, and there's about 5 campsites down here, maybe 6, and there's 4 or 5 of them. And we're staying on this little loop here. Off to our right, and you can't see it through the trees here, is the lake, and you can walk to the lake off to the right here, and it's not a great view of the lake, but you probably could go down there and fish right there if you wanted to.
Well, it's kind of marshy.
It's a little marshy right there, but you have some fish caught up in there. And so here we are, our Imagine right there, and so pretty cool. That's it.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Our American Travel. As always, we really appreciate it every time you get on and take a look. And we would really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe,
hit the notification bell.
Button.
Ding!
We'll never get that right.
Yeah. Remember, it's all about the journey to infinity and beyond.